In a previous video, we've seen how measurement results can be data-based, shown in tables, and as trends by our Reporter app. In this video, we're going to look at how that data can be taken off the machine and used for other purposes. So Mike, we've got the Reporter app open here. Tell me a bit about the formats which can be exported.
Okay, so there's three formats we have as part of our data export option. Firstly, we've got the ability to export to a CSV file.
Okay, Excel and all the third-party tools, yep.
That's right. We can also generate it as a PDF report.
Right.
And then thirdly, there's data streaming, so the ability to connect the app up and stream data live from the app as it's received.
Okay, so if we've had the machine running for a couple of months, database is going to be pretty big. What happens if I just want to focus on one area? Perhaps I've had a particular issue that I want to look into more?
Sure, yeah, so of course you don't have to export the entire database. We have filters here which will allow us to kind of change it to what we actually really want to see. So we could filter by date, status, program names, feature names. So in the case of maybe what you were saying, we're looking at the status, we can maybe untick our passes and our intolerance, so just showing our warnings and failures. So if I hit apply there, what that'll do is that changes the display of what we can show in the app, and so we can see we're just showing those errors and warnings.
Right, so that's the part that's going to get output.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what we displayed, and if we choose our export data, with this tick box here, we're going to use that same filter for what we're going to export. So other settings, we've got the ability to set the path and the file name for the CSV file, and then we have those tick boxes there. We hit OK. So that's going to export that to a CSV file.
Right, so that's something you've manually gone in and done there. And I think the difference between that and data streaming is data streaming, every time you take a measurement, it comes out live, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So it is very much a manual step. It's ideal for those people that don't actually have their machines connected up or doing any of that kind of Industry 4 style stuff yet. So with this, it means they can manually export to a CSV file, export it from the machine on a USB stick, and actually import it into another application to do more detailed and further analysis.
Great, okay. And once I've taken the workpiece off the machine, perhaps I want to send a report to the customer. I think you mentioned PDF there.
Yep, so that's the second option we have. We have this generate PDF here. As you quite rightly said, great if it's going to go with the part to the next stage of manufacture, but actually you could equally go straight to a customer and they've got a report there of the measurements. So much like the data export, we've got a similar kind of UI where we can choose the path and the name. We also do have a few additional options where the customer can put in their logo, could be the customer's logo for the report, the company name, the machine ID, the operator, those kind of things. So these will all appear in the header of the report. So if I hit OK on that, that's now generating the report. And with a bit of luck, if we now go to folder, so there's the report there.
Great, okay, that looks really useful. So those two are things which you've done on the control, but tell me a bit more about the Industry 4. There's a load of talk about protocols and formats and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. So the data streaming, that's our kind of Industry 4 link that we have there. Typically we support different protocols. We'll see it with MC Connect as being a common one that people will be aware of. Ultimately, we're using very standardized messaging formats. We're exporting using a QIF format as well. So really we could integrate this with anybody's Industry 4 connected machine shop. Obviously not a lot of people are doing that just yet. We're on the cusp of this now, but the great thing is we're ready to go with that with Reporter, which is Industry 4 ready.
Great, really useful. If you like what you've seen, please go to renishaw.com/on-machine apps.